Commit to what?
It's the most awkward part, but whenever you do the last name, you gotta go hard to the end.
I feel like I went pretty hard. To be honest, I kind of blew my voice out with that There Will Be Blood bit, so you might have to cast this one a little more heavy-handed there.
If I have a ward, I'd plant my ward here. Here it is. See, here it is.
You're all washed up.
All right, so what are we looking at here? Draft-wise.
You're a trusty mate.
I see a bunch of team fight for PARIVISION.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of team fight. Flipster Talon, I mean, they got a Tide. They got a Kunkka. They've got plenty of team fight there. What's the ebb and flow of this matchup?
I feel as though Flipster Talon just want to be the first ones to the objective.
Okay.
And they'll be happy in this game. If they're the ones doing Roche, PARIVISION have to go into them. If they're the ones doing Torment, PARIVISION have to go into them. If they're the ones pushing high ground, PARIVISION have to go into them. With like an Aegis on the TA, some minus armor synergy, dropping the wards with a boat. That looks pretty good to me. If they have to start chasing PARIVISION around the map, trying to catch and kill Adusa in the jungle, doesn't sound fun.
All right. So, Flipster Talon are trying to set the tempo for this game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. If they have a really slow early game, it just feels like it's going to be rough for them.
And that's part of what you're supposed to be able to accomplish with a Nature's Prophet, right? Even as the support.
Yeah. I would hope so, especially Cuckoo playing that. He's going to do something. He's going to make something happen, good or bad.
We'll hope it's good. We'll hope it's good. This is going to be quite the brawl. Kunkka versus Beastmaster with Dakalis is going to end up going down. Jokum finds him. This is a much more one-sided lane, at least when it comes to the kill threat. Tidehunter, Shadow Shaman. I don't think Satanic's going to do too much to protect his Disruptor.
Especially with kinetic fence.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I'm still not a big believer in this facet. I guess we'll find out what it can do in the hands of a Disruptor Master, such as Ducall. I have to imagine this lane also goes Flipster Talon's way. This Kunkka Furion versus Beast. Seems hard to man up into the sustain from the Sprout, the constant Tidebringers. He's going to push the lane in, maybe get the Lotus. Another little poke onto the Disruptor here.
Fence goes out, pulls him back in. See if they can get him. Nice dodge. Shadow Shaman dodging away from the Medusa hits. Will survive as a result.
He's chilling.
And pretty well set up for the incoming Lotus, I would believe. So what about our mid matchup? If Flipster Talon is likely to win the two side lanes, how's mid going? 16 and 8, going very well.
Nice scoring. He got caught in them brambles. Gotta be careful. Yeah, mid is going Makoto's way. He's owning this matchup right now. 8 denies. Getting an XP advantage over no one. Really building it up here.
Yeah, this is getting kind of crazy how far ahead he is. This is a matchup the Templar Assassin is supposed to win, though, right?
With the early melt, I would think so, but he did not go melt. He's just landing side blades.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine since the change to refraction, Ember is quite bad against TA now.
Yeah, it's not as good against the refraction, and I guess with the meld nerfs, Makoto just opting for faster points in the side blades refraction, just dealing more damage, right-clicking him off the lane. Looks pretty favorable for him. Not much no one can do here.
Which facet is that one? Is that the, that's not the meld side blade one, right? That's the refraction one?
Yeah. That is refractor. So he's gaining extra damage every time a shield goes away.
Resist the Cobra, little bird.
A lot of ancient farming in this Flipster Talon lineup too, if you want to try and accelerate that way. Get a big old stack for this TA or Tidehunter. Pretty happy with that.
I was wondering if we were going to see more Dark Willow with the buff to her innate, right? The extra 50% regen you get during Shadow Realm.
That does seem like a lot.
Yeah, because typically this hero is like, the laning phase is a little awkward because your attack range is so bad. So against the regular attack range heroes, you usually lose out. But maybe that Shadow Realm, the regen advantage that you have with that might swing the matchup that way.
Well, this mid matchup got swung one way, as no one had to go to base. He has to TP back out. He's a full level behind Makoto. This Ember is going to have a slow game. Good sign for Flipster Talon. I feel like anytime you can shut down no one, you should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you said that
TP to mid. Glimpse potential as Makoto was under the tower.
Makoto threatening no one enough. No one going to try and play back for a couple of bottle hits here, but Fence off the mark. Makoto's just able to walk away.
He is really ramping up the pressure.
And it's only going to get worse because soon you're going to be level 6 on the TA without level 6 on the Ember Spirit. So then you've got the traps that are going to swing things even further.
He already has them online, instantly drops a sentry. Secure the vision here. Both supports mid for PARIVISION, and they're just looking at Makoto. I mean, if you're not doing something here, this is a lot of time committed. Cuckoo's watching him too, though. He's gonna TP in defensively.
Wants to fight for the power rune. Just the two of them might be strong enough, honestly. Deal with the sentry first. Now go after 9 class. No one putting himself on the front lines, gets a chains, but even 2 versus 3, they are not strong enough to fight this Templar assassin. So
win the rune.
A regen rune at top. Kodo.
Not the worst exchange overall. These PARIVISION supports are really suffering right now. They just have not gotten anything in this game so far.
No.
1 assist between them in the first 6.5 minutes for a disruptor. Not what Ducalis wanted in terms of the game pace here.
And the Tidehunter should...
The seeds of force.
What the hell is that?
What the hell? Are you doing the red button segment now? In the middle of the game?
Was that in the game or was that you?
I don't... It wasn't me.
Okay. I hope the chat heard that, because you sound like complete psychos.
WS, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Shrugs off the damage. Kraken Shell is going to be pretty potent in this game. The rate that no one is going to be underfarmed, Beastmaster and Adusa.
He's just taking mid tower. This is kind of wild. PARIVISION can't respond, and they can't create pressure on either of these side lanes to force Flipster Talon to respond.
No, lanes just haven't gone well enough. Jokub's going to come over and make sure that Makoto can indeed take this tower without losing his life to some sort of support gank. It's not coming, though. PARIVISION have given this up, given up the tower, make a move to bottom, try and go after the Kunkka. It's a Kunkka. Not an easy kill ever.
Always X those glimpses.
Nice. X on the glimpse, even though he was perfectly fine, to be honest, and he'll just feast on some boars.
Now boat's available, even harder to go on him.
Home of the Overlord is coming in for the Beastmaster, so maybe that'll change things a bit. No one grabs the rune, gets out before Jokum can hit him with the Hex.
I will say, Austin, I do appreciate the Kunkka cosmetics. I think he's made an excellent choice here.
The Ghost Pirate?
Yeah, I think we need more cosmetics like this.
Alright, I guess. Hits the boat, hits the torrent, not enough damage. Now he's going to be roared up and trying to sprout off the Centaur. 23 Savage, he doesn't have X up, so he is going to be glimpsed back lightly to his doom as the boat buff was wearing off.
I mean, your damage on this hero is it's Tidebringer, especially with that facet. This boat is not much to write home about.
Yeah, felt really ill-advised to try and force that.
I did catch no one with the Hex mid, and this is...
Did it disable last long enough? It does.
It's over.
Man, the shutdown continues as the acceleration for Makoto is completely out of control now. This is his game to win or lose. They even get another D-Ward in the river. PARIVISION's vision being assaulted right now. Their stacks are being stolen. Somebody stop this man.
Who can? Got a bramble on him.
Oh, they're going to
Trying
bring
to get
everybody.
close enough for a glimpse. Got the glimpse. Pulled him back into the Ember Spirit. Makoto, he does his best to threaten what heroes he can, but I think he knows he's stuck. He's just going to fight it out, do what damage he can. But ultimately, PARIVISION make a 4-hero rotation to shut down Makoto.
Yeah, they needed to.
By God, they got him. So it's not a question of who can shut him down, but how many.
It's a big kill. Needed to stop this guy. He was getting way too much. I don't think Makoto's going to overstep like that again. He's trying to push it there in the early game. Pays a big price. You have Roar back up bottom for DM. Helmet Dominator already done. It's a nice pressure point for PARIVISION. And you have Static Storm available now. It's that TA kill.
They're trying way too hard to deal with this Beastmaster. You had a good solid lane, but now...
I mean, Cuckoo has no business being there.
Yeah.
Just dies to the summons. You gotta respect the Beast's ability to run at you on this map with a glimpse behind him. Particularly on this squishy supports.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Might just concede the tower here. Look for the farm in the jungle. Still the free farm Tidehunter top.
Yeah, he hasn't even leveled Ravage.
I mean,
That's the weird part is that, like, I think they can fight. It's just,
Radiant structures are fortified.
you know, matching the numbers of PARIVISION would be nice.
I mean, he's getting full wave plus camps on this Tide. He is out farming the Medusa. A little bit. Satanic does get an ancient stack. That is nice for him.
I mean, they're going to try and TP in, but isn't he just going to get glimpsed? There he goes. Well, at least he helps get the kill on DM.
Honestly, kind of better for him.
Yeah, it actually is. They get the kill on DM and the Centaur, so they get that extra 100 golds, and WS can just continue to cut waves.
And he got that chip. He got that chip vest. That's why he's farming so fast, man.
True.
A nice item versus Medusa too. Nice little move. Recovery off that tower.
2 Curios on PARIVISION to the 1 on flip side.
But 2 chip vests for Flipster Talon.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
DM's now going to try and hold this safe lane tower.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's
But it
bottom
seems
tower
like
is
Talon
under
don't
attack.
mind too much.
Dire's structures
They're just going to try and take the offlane tower. And frankly, 3 minutes until the Tormentor.
Cuckoo? I don't know about that place. Though.
middle tower
How do you end it here?
Well, he TP'd for the amp damage, and he got it.
has fallen.
Is that worth it to take away an amp damage from no
Your
one?
minions, my fuel.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. It's probably close, to be honest, but...
I'm going to say no.
Okay, well, you're biased, so...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, I just feel like they're ahead. Every pickoff that they give to PARIVISION, especially a team as good as PARIVISION, I think significantly is cutting down on their win chance.
Never refuse gold given.
Well, it's a new patch, also. We don't know how good PARIVISION is.
Interesting.
Maybe they've completely fallen off. Maybe they've been nerfed into the ground.
I have a
Minus dice
sneaking
problems.
suspicion that they're still good, considering the myriad of different lineups that they were able to succeed with.
I don't know. Nine class on his Dark Willow
under
is a
attack.
signature hero for him, but it's a normal hero.
It is a normal hero,
His,
you're right.
his support Slark got nerfed on the patch. Support Terrorblade, nerfed.
Well, it seems like even if his Dark Willow got nerfed, it's still strong enough to get solo kills. So there's that.
Dire's top tower.
PARIVISION with more stacking overall, but Cuckoo the #1 stacker in the game.
Let's see when Flipster Talon decide to combine cores. I think they're going to be the first ones to do it in this game. Combine this Tidehunter plus the TA. It does give you everything
Is
else.
under attack.
Don't forget about that. This
Learned
draft
that
is
from the coach of Nigma Galaxy.
that's right. From the mouth of Kuroki himself, as he declared it.
Well, they already took mid tower. So there are a lot of heroes grouped up here. I guess for a Power Rune fight. And they'll get it. Congratulations to Makoto on the Illusion Rune.
I think normally you'd want to contest Wisdom Shrine, but TA is not the best hero at doing that. I still think you want to go top tier 1 here
Yeah, for sure.
and kick whoever's up here out of this area. And then at some point,
Dire's top tower.
just do this nighttime Roche when it switches over here. You can do it really early in this game with Meld, Gush, Rasta wards.
Yeah, you still haven't used Ravage, so.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Smoke from PARIVISION. Where are they trying to go with it? This is going bottom corner. There's no tower here.
They're going to have to go pretty deep to find 23 Savage.
I don't know if I like the smoke. There's very little to gain if you miss the big core
Well,
kill.
they got it on point. They have a scan exactly where he is, so they know.
This could go very wrong if you don't land it well.
Yeah, if he gets off a fast boat, he survives for so long.
And they're not even willing to go up that hill.
Yeah.
I think this smoke was just kind of doomed to fail. I would have preferred if that went towards mid. Because if you kill somebody mid, you bring the beast into that play. Now you're looking at a kill into a tier 1. Maybe a triangle invasion.
Sure. Also an easier hero to kill, I think, in some ways.
Yeah, you're not going to go with
the
Kunkka.
Run into the Templar Assassin, maybe use some of the supports.
Meanwhile, Flipster Talon, they do get that tier 1 top.
Is under attack.
They can now rotate the tide into the river, and this Roche is on the upper side. You have to be thinking about it here. It's so juicy, so fast.
Yeah, he's going for it. Makoto, I thought maybe he would wait for his Deso since he's kind of halfway there, but he definitely finished out the Deso while it's still nighttime. Arcane Rune for no one is something to fight around. Do they know that Roshan's going down? I don't think they do.
Even if they do, what are you going to do about it? I don't think you're contesting this fight. Into the wards, into the Ravage. There's already Glimmer Cape Vlad's done on this tide. He's super tanky.
I mean, you could at least, you know, like slight the pit, force Talon to be a little scared, a little more grouped up. Maybe they back out of the pit.
That's hopeful thinking.
Down it goes. DM gives us a heart.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, is that the
tower is
ping?
under attack.
Yeah, have you tried the heart ping?
No. Is that what it just spawns a heart in chat?
No, it doesn't do that.
Okay.
That's something different, but
So what the hell is that?
I don't know. I mean, it must be the same thing, but it definitely doesn't do that when you ping. Well, yeah, you could put a little hearts all around the minimap. It's a good way to start your pubs.
Well, that's completely useless, but thank you for adding it to the game. That's cool.
Team morale is never useless.
Now, if I could spawn a little middle finger, that would be very useful.
Useful for what? Exactly.
I'll let you figure that one out, Austin.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Caught the Shadow Shaman, trapped in a double fence hell. But are they going to be able to get out? 23 Savage and Cuckoo racing towards Nicholas. Yeah, it's going to be trade-off of the supports here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Deso not quite done for Makoto, so he doesn't get a charge out of that or anything.
That's a big-ass wolf.
It is.
He's also dead.
Big-ass watermelon.
250.
Whew.
Radiant's
Dormant
bottom
Curio
tower is under
Tier
attack.
2. 9 class didn't find anything he wanted, apparently, out of the Tier 2 neutral items.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He must not have gotten the, what's the magic damage over time one? Searing Signet. Must not have gotten it.
Also, just could be 9 class doing 9 class things. He's looking for that Curio Tier 4
Step lively now.
AoE book.
Greedy, greedy, greedy. What's that,
Radiant's
3
middle
greedies?
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
4-man
fortified.
shield Tide Hunter. With the Kraken Swell.
That seems a little overkill.
Yeah, I mean, what is this damage block? This is ridiculous. There's an additional 275. You can double it. He goes up to like 170 damage block. 19 minutes in the game. Bounce. Very
Rather absurd.
Very balanced. OS Frog.
But again, it feels like a little over the top, because
Dire
like
are scanning.
there aren't too many heroes hitting him for 100 damage. Let alone
there's
150.
There's nobody hitting him for
150.
enough to get through the double Kraken when he activates.
Radiant's
Except
middle
Medusa
tower
for
is
like
under
10
attack.
damage.
Nice deny from
Radiant's
23
middle
Savage.
tower
Hey,
has
by the way,
been
what do you
denied.
think the overall change is going to be with Tormentor now being at 20 minutes?
Oh, massive.
Okay, like what is the overall effect?
Well,
of
it
that?
slows the game down, right? Less snowballing.
Yeah.
It rewards slower lineups or more conservative early game laning
Dire's
lineups.
top tower is under attack.
Radiant are
Do you think
scanning.
that has an influence on the map?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe not too much, but it probably does in some ways that we'll never know, you know? I think bottom right corner is more natural than top left corner.
For sure. Less incentive to hold that area if you're Radiant, though. Feels like now you're going to see a lot more teams just give up their safe lane tower if they're Radiant side.
WS saying lull, nice right click, bro.
Untouchable, and he has the anchor. Good save, though, from the Dark Willow, pushing back these other heroes. Tidehunter's right in front of all these heroes. Can he ever get off the
Invincible.
Ravage? The Static Storm, he got off the Ravage! Hits 5 heroes before he dies. Now his team needs to try and clean up off it, but they couldn't get the damage. Torrent lands. Satanic's low on mana. Satanic is out of mana. Satanic is dead. Now it's time to clean house. Jokum jumps in after the Ember Spirit got the chain disables on him. 4 dead. WS survived just long enough to get the job done.
He tanked so much there. Outlasted the Static Storm entirely. It was the poor man shield.
It was the poor man shield.
All the Kraken plus the poor man shield. He just takes no physical. And they only have so much spell damage they can throw into him. Massive Ravage from him. Nice tower defense with this Aegis as PARIVISION trying to get aggressive, push the limit with this butterfly timing. I mean, Satanic was damn near invincible in this fight. It's hard to argue with their idea here. It looked pretty good. But the way it starts is not great. You get leashed on this Ember, limits his damage output, and then you just have to throw every ult on this Tide, and he still gets the Ravage on.
Yeah, the fact that you had to roar him at the end just to try and cover the Static Storm fading away.
This butterfly can only do so much.
Also, the fact that they have all these shards, that's a lot to Talon. They have some really good shards. They have the anchor for the Ember Spirit. That was obviously a very good way to start the team fight. But then the Kunkka also having his shard is pretty impactful in these team fights. Cleanup kill on Dakalis. Makoto finds him in the river. Up to 6 charges for the Deso, yeah.
He's getting up there. BKB's already done for 22 Savage. Team fight's coming together.
Got an X on the Night Class. Pulled him back into the Torrent Tidal Wave. Pushing him deeper in. Threatening to terrorize, but no chance.
They're finding some pickoffs now.
Up to a 10,000 net worth lead already.
One failed push with that butterfly timing, and you're in the hole. And now amp damage on Makoto. Map's starting to snowball. They're going to get some traps out. Your Deuce is still very strong. There's no evasion pierce. But his next item is Scotty, and we're seeing more of the Scotty, but the build-up's pretty damn slow with double ultimate order. So it's going to be a while before Satanic gets to this next big item. A lot of time for Flipster Talon to play the map. Crimson Guard Furion for Cuckoo. Even more damage block.
Okay. I mean, I guess who cares about hitting Satanic if Satanic can't hit you?
He's going to do 0 damage. Time to buy 5 halberds.
Dire's top tower is under
I'll put the Overlord into AC,
Dire's
though. That'll start
structures are
buffing up the
fortified.
damage a decent amount for the Dusa.
It's still going to be slow, though. You have to go through Boat Rum, the Radiance Mischance, the Kraken Shell, the Poor Man Shield, the Crimson Guard,
is under
the Refraction, the Foul Play, the Poor Man Shield.
is under attack.
There's 2 Poor Man Shields.
The Sprout heals.
The Sprout Heal,
Yeah. The Shackle heal.
Dire's top tower
the
has
Shackle
fallen.
Heal.
Sounds like PARIVISION just need to give up.
Or by Divine
Radiant's
Rapier.
bottom tower is under
Ooh,
attack.
there is an idea. Well, Scotty is going to be good in this game. Medusa Core.
At least we're not stuck in Coit.
Yeah, it's a really good
Radiant's
Scotty
middle
game.
tower
He gets
has
to do it
fallen.
eventually. It's just so slow. It's so damn slow. A lot of time for Flipster Talon to take over the map.
Yeah, the thing is, PARIVISION, when they are on the back foot like that, they're usually very good at playing the map. But how do you do that against support Nature's Prophet? NAB team's ahead enough that they can just run around the map chasing you. Nature's Prophet cleans up the waves.
I mean, there's a couple things they have going for them. They have some heroes that can stand on lanes incredibly strongly without fear. We see 22 Savage battling no one top. He's just not afraid of anything on this Kunkka. You have the same thing with WS on the Tide. Then you have the heroes that can connect. The Furion, the Shaman, really good catch around the map in combination with TA traps giving you vision. There's a lot of little things making the map difficult for PARIVISION to play, and they get caught again. Huge pick off here. That was your AC timing on this beast.
Yeah, he just picked up the AC, tries to kill the Shadow Shaman. The Boars!
Oh my.
A foul play. No, they got the Beastmaster. They got him.
I was going to say, if that tidal wave got him out of there, 22 Savage might have been banned from this hero.
And there's the Crimson Guard for the Nature's Prophet. So, you get BKB on WS, no chance of ever stopping the Tidehunter from giving off a Ravage.
Not the best body for the Crimson Guard.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But
Not
when
the-
you gotta get it, you gotta get it, you know?
Not the highest amount of strength. But just so valuable against Ember Dusa.
Especially when the Deuce is going this stat-heavy build. No early damage item. He is gonna get run into some problems in the fight. You're gonna have to outlast the damage. And you might have to concede this next Roshan as Flipster Talon eyeing it up here. Guaranteed spawn in a minute. Right on that top side again. Really good spot for them to just commit for the Roche, fight for it.
Do you think Talon should be concerned at all about the Scotty timing from the Dusa?
I don't think so. I don't
Should
think
they be concerned about late game at all?
ultra late, yes.
Like Aghanim's Disruptor late game?
I mean, Ag's Disruptor's annoying, but the Ember split pushing you and then this Beast Medusa outscaling you is a real threat here. What is going on here?
It's me.
Dire's courier
Sleeping on the floor right now.
Nice.
What's the weirdest place you've ever been asleep?
Oh, that was not the question I thought you were going to ask.
What you think I was going to ask you?
I don't know. That lead-in sounded really specific. That's all. Wait, what'd you ask? The weirdest place I've fallen asleep?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was too weird, but you can ask your mom about last night.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there. You
stupid ass
can't
question.
help yourself.
This stupid question has nothing to do with the game.
No, we're in the middle of a pause.
Stay focused. Just like your mom was last night. Fight's coming. Did your mom listen to these casts?
Yeah, sometimes she
Okay, I
does.
apologize, Miss Walsh. Fight's coming in. 23 Savage, you gotta get out of here,
He's
man.
already at half HP and had to use his BKB. Very awkward. Tidal
pulled him
wave
out.
the Dusa out of the pit. They're going to start going after Static Storm, hitting on 3. Really good setup. The boat is going to come in. Roshan is still almost dead. Aurora's going to be used on a WS. Titanic is in the pit. He got the Aegis.
We're at the damage block.
How is this going so badly for Talon?
They just don't have DPS into the Medusa, and that's the only guy they were hitting. They found no other targets. They didn't get a Ravage off.
It's like they panicked, man.
Yeah, that was not good execution. You're just supposed to go on anybody else in that situation.
Yeah, Crimson Guard, anchor smash him, and then run past him to kill everybody else, right? Cuckoo gonna be caught trying to steal away a Wisdom Shrine. Not in front of 9 class, you're not doing that. Though 9 class is going to die for it.
I guess you are going to do it right now.
Goddamn, Cuckoo hits really hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's still fearing on.
I guess so. Takes a while, but they finally get him. 850 gold for that kill. That's not too shabby.
Need evasion pierce on this TA. That's a big one here.
Just a wee fairy going about her business.
And you need a big damage item on 23 Savage. He's just not dealing that much DPS into the Dusa. Big Roche snatch here. With that Scotty timing, Satanic continuing to hit his stride. And they will find another pick off. That game is still working well for them. But now this Dusa is really scary. You got the perfect fight with that Scotty timing. Now you're level 20. Now you can go into that big damage item, Daedalus, Swift Blink. And once you have that, you're going to start chunking these heroes. And Flipster Talon do not have the single target DPS for this Medusa in the late game. It looks really difficult to deal with.
Is our Templar Assassin going to build MKB next item? Do you need a Bloodthorn?
It's got to be MKB or Bloodthorn. Feels like we always see MKB nowadays. Too much Dispel action, I guess.
Well, AC and Daedalus after that for the Kunkka, so it's not like it's just going to be the Templar Assassin scaling up. And theoretically, this Dusa should have her damage heavily nerfed by the Tidehunter every fight.
I mean, it didn't have in that fight.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It did not.
I guess the damage block is not good enough if WS went back for Ghost up there. Got the base room.
Yeah, why did... I guess he was afraid of the Shadow Shaman?
He did not see a lot of heroes on the map, yeah. Oh, Makoto, I don't know if you know how many heroes are here.
Blinks over, straight into Satanic. Tries to get a Force Staff away. BKB will dodge the glimpse back.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And it's going to be PARIVISION taking over the area for the second Tormentor.
He gets a shard. Ducalis. It's useless.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The pick-off game has slowed down for Flipster Talon here.
The what game?
The pick-off game.
Okay. Even dropping the Terrorize on him. And the Static Storm. They're really trying to kill this Tidehunter right now. He's still going to get off Ravage. A boat coming in, trying to finish off Night Class. Doesn't actually hit him. And he just blinks away on the Tidehunter. Still, though, they're going to catch Cuckoo. Gorgon's Grass, chained, and surrounded.
I like how he ran in just a psychic headband like this. Even though the tide was already out of there. It's like, I got you. Sacrificial man. Plays for the team. No one has ever doubted that.
That was a very awkward fight.
These fights are just starting to feel awkward for Flipster Talon. It's like they missed a lot by giving up that Roche.
Yeah.
And are slowly getting outscaled here. I will also say this Dark Willow is chunking the Tidehunter. You have this throwing shade facet. You deal a lot of damage with this Bedlam. It's all magic. Just going straight into WS.
How did he deny that faster than the Kunkka picking it up? What?
Because you don't beat Satanic all the time.
I guess not. Well, Aegis timing is running out. See if Talon feel confident about taking a fight with that gone. I guess it's probably waiting for the MKB first.
I just don't know if it's enough. It doesn't feel like enough.
It does not.
You would really need a scenario where you can start on this Dusa and just chain stun him with the Shaman, interrupt the rest of the team with a Ravage, completely all in him with everybody for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
Well, this might be good timing. BKB on cooldown for the Ember Spirit. They're going to smoke up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not a bad chance to try and find something here.
Yeah, I feel like waiting for the MKB is kind of whatever, because I don't think going on the Dusa is how you win the fight anyway. much more about just finding the right initiation on the other heroes.
He does walk over a trap top.
Yeah, they know he's pretty isolated at this point.
This is a really good find.
There is no TP points over here at all. He has no BKB.
Does he sniff it out? Does
WS is going to break. It breaks on the Disruptor. Do they see the Deusa? They spot him. Deuce is actually going to try and help out the Disruptor.
Oh, he's field.
They get vision on both thanks to Nature's Prophet Shard.
Here's the Shackle.
Static Sword going to be used. There's the Shackle. Tidal Wave following that up. Stone Gaze. It'll get him some distance away. Do they have to follow up? They do. Joke him. He's ready to go. Medusa just dead. I mean, they were so isolated from the rest of their team.
That's the isolation situation. You just shackle this guy down. You have more than enough time. That is TA Trap doing the heavy lifting right there. That play does not happen without TA Trap set up on these stairways. PARIVISION getting a little too greedy out on the map. A little too split up.
DM on a trap as well.
These traps are destroying them.
Shackled for forever. Jokum needed a little bit of help there from the Glimmer Cape. That Golem is going to work on him. They'll get the Golem as well. DM doesn't run it away. An extra 250 gold. Big boost for Talon.
This is exactly what they wanted. One key kill on this Medusa, set him back, accelerate your other heroes, look towards this next Roshan, and close the map out with these TA traps.
Yeah, all of a sudden you've got MKB done for the Templar Assassin. You're going to have tied with his BKB, so no longer have to worry about the Static Storm stopping the Ravage. Nice Tidal Wave into the X-Torrent. Good Terrorize, though. That'll help protect him. 23 Savage. Not having the BKB, reliant on the boat bot to be able to keep him alive, but the jump in from WS Makoto dismantled the back line.
Damn.
Killed Takalis, Shred 9 class. It's a tier 3, maybe a little bit more. Satanic's going to try and push him out of the base. It's just him and no one, though.
Can't go too far here. But you do have to think about this Roshan spawn. Potentially be up. Still a banner in the pit, by the way. Nobody took it.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Nobody wants the banner.
Satanic was in there, and he grabbed the Aegis and
Dire's
then
bottom tower
ran
is
out
under
to
attack.
fight.
So
Everybody forgot about it.
Fortune's changed.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, they should know the exact time that Roshan's going to spawn, so they're pre-set up for it.
They have TA.
That is indeed what I was referencing.
Yeah. Third eye.
But they want to fight first.
They have
Trying
a
to catch PARIVISION as they get
Dire
close to the
are
pit.
scanning.
This BKB on WS could catch him off guard. No control for this tide anymore.
9 class, he breaks it, immediately Shadow Realms, brambles, and runs away.
If you
still got
catch
a
the
spot.
back line with a Ravage here,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
my
WS
God.
is in prime position to be able to go for it. He walks down and goes straight to the Disruptor. They deal with him. He got off the Static Storm, easily ignored. Cuckoo's trying to run away. Nice Tidal Wave. That'll help save him. Meanwhile, DM and no one did manage to take out the Shadow Shaman, so both sides going for the backline first. 23 Savage now popping his BKB. Satanic. He's getting a little low on mana. They ravage and they focus him down, and they've got him. Oh, and look at that Shackles. What is that tongue? No one pops the BKB. He'll make a run for it. He will survive, but PARIVISION, maybe he doesn't survive. WS blinking after him. Tidal Wave back in. Makoto godlike, and even more, it's not a wipe. It's a wipe plus like 2 heroes.
Right outside the base, but now you can decide go Roche, just push the waves in, go base. Very unlikely these heroes have buyback, and they do not. Okay,
Yeah,
back.
quick heals with the X marks the spot.
Wow, what a fight. Flipster Talon. I'm surprised he didn't ravage that.
Oh, 23 Savage. Finds the and one. That teleport ain't making it.
I'm not gonna lie, this carry Kuka has looked really strong. This
Yeah.
week.
Number-wise, it didn't look so good. I think it was like 7 and 13 when it got picked here.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of the games we casted, it's just been owned.
Yeah.
Facet's really good on the carry version. He's a solid Radiant Spire, contributes in the early fights. His scale is pretty solid. Just a pretty fast game here from Flipster Talon. Stumbled a little bit in the mid game with Satanic's Medusa timings, but cruising through the team fights now. Just gonna get Megas off that. Could be really close.
PARIVISION, they're not gonna have to scramble out of the fountain to get here in time. It's not looking good. One last building left. It's going to be Megas before they can even get there to hit them with a single disable. Ember Spirit pops out trying to grab some of these heroes before they retreat. But Talon seem to be making a clean getaway.
Very balanced lineup, and they've played it very well. You have heals, you have auras, you have single target instant stun, you have team fight, AoE control, Roshan, single target physical burst. Got a little bit of everything in this lineup, and it's come together in the fights. Now you have a Shivas on the tide. That is incredibly good here. And Satanic, he's going to buy out for BKB. This is your last hurrah. Try and get in here and deal the damage with this BKB Daedalus. But you are not contesting Roshan, you are against Megas. Feels like you need Divine Rapier at this point.
Yeah, it really does.
And Refresher Shard Roshan, that is a happy Tide Hunter. Look at him. Such a happy watermelon. He's living life.
Yeah, with his Shivas, he's got plenty of mana to hit a double Ravage. With the overwhelming blink.
Oh, look
and
who they
level
found.
25 talent. Found Satanic. Go after his backline first, though. Deal with Dakalis. Kite out Satanic during his BKB. And now that that's gone, they have Hex, they have Shackles, they have a Ravage if it's ever needed, which it's just not. They'll get him eventually. No one. He goes to the back line. Satanic calls GG. He says, if I'm dead, we're dead. Don't even bother fighting it out, boys.
He's right. This lineup does nothing without Dusa in the middle of the fight. He gets caught off a couple times in this game. Not sure the full-on fights would have...
After 13 years, but the Monkey King bug, that
well, it's intentional.
Forever. Is it?
Yeah. It's part of mischief.
It's just creating mischief on your computer.
That's right.
Very similar to the lag that Wukong's command sometimes causes.
That's also part of his
part of his tricks. Okay, so you like 23 Savage on these new age carries.
Well, I'm not sure I like him on them. I just like him branching out.
Okay, that's
not being as one-dimensional.
I was kind of getting to the fact that, like, you liked, you were talking about Watson and how you wanted him to be more active. Is it possible that you just want all carries to be more active in this meta of Dota?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I think it's not that you have to do it every game, but you have to be capable of it in the games that call for it. It gives you such a draft flexibility advantage. It gives you a style advantage in being able to pull out faster games when you need them. We've seen it from PARIVISION, right? I think that's one of Satanic's strengths we discussed. He can play the slow, ultra farm, heavy carry, but he can also play the carry Kunkas and run into fights. He can play the Weaver and be more aggressive. He can flex those styles, and we've seen PARIVISION win at 60-minute games intentionally, and we've seen them win 15-minute high ground stomps in the same grand final, right? So having that flexibility goes a super long way in the modern age of Dota 2. And I think if your carry player can only play one style, you will never have that multi-dimensionality. Is that a good enough summary for you?
It is.
Okay. You're welcome.
Do you feel
$30.
like... Okay, I'm going to ask you a harder question, though.
Not out of Neil's wallet. Not out of your wallet.
Do you think that that is limiting the success of Team Spirit in the modern age of Dota? Because I know you love Yatoro.
Ooh, that's not a nice question.
I know it is, and I told you it was a hard question for you. Jokum gets the first blood. WS with the Lotus. I think he's fine here.
I'm going to say no, only because I think Yatoro can absolutely play fast.
But
he
he
just
doesn't.
choose not to.
He refuses to do so.
Yeah, but they do it when it matters. That's the weird part.
Jokum maybe underestimating. No, it seems like he makes a decent read of the situation. Still, though, if you have bugs on you, you can't really take the man fight.
Really important the starter has a game. Not the best game, but he just has a game. He needs to be able to get to the Blink Shard at some point and provide that value versus the Weaver, versus the Bristle when you jump in, crash the boards, and lay all the melee damage on him.
Crash the boards.
I don't know why I'm using the basketball reference.
Watching some NBA, huh?
It is playoff season.
It is. No one did get kicked out of the jungle, or kicked out of the lane to jungle for a bit. So Makoto has been putting the screws to him a bit. As a result, he is up 11 denies. And for now, 5 CS over no one.
We are seeing Prime Makoto right now. Step his game up.
You listed, when I asked you about the C teams and which one of the squads you believed in, you didn't list this squad first, but I believe you listed them second. You basically said any team that Makoto has. You said Abed because you believed in Abed, and then you said Makoto's team because you believe in Makoto.
Yeah.
Has this guy just always impressed you?
He's just good. He can be a little slow. I think that's why people criticize him. Like, he can be farm heavy.
Yeah.
But he's just good.
He's not being
just
farm
gotta
heavy
go with
right now.
players.
Look at him. Look at him. He's chasing after no one in his jungle. He's like, you're going to first take laning? I'm going to first take laning. We could both do that.
What's the arrow?
It's the direction he's going.
Is that?
It might be the new minimap thing where it shows you what direction the heroes, like what.
That looks like something related to the tree dance, though.
Maybe. WS is beginning to have a harder time in that off lane. Still 23 Savage seems to be doing all right. 27, 28, and 6. So he's kind of free farming like the Weaver is. Big question is going to be what Makoto can get done at the 7-minute Wisdom Shrine, because we've seen Gaming Gladiators, I think, would be the most pronounced team. They really like the Monkey King mid, and they make the rotation every single time to steal the enemy Wisdom Shrine. So PARIVISION, they should be aware of that tactic and see whether or not Talon employ it.
He's really farmed going into that fight. He's going to have the Power Rune, not the best one here, but he'll take it. You absolutely think about this Wisdom Shrine fight. I don't think PARIVISION looked too scary on it.
Yeah, and Abaddon's a great hero to dive past the tower as well. Like, considering the way the...
You shield, run into the fight, have another shield for the fight.
Yeah.
Gotta make the move now, though, if you're going to make it. Gotta get mid lane in. All right, they're making it.
Here it comes.
The monkey is a running. He's in courier form.
No one's already rotating as well. So PARIVISION do seem to be setting up for a full fight. They're not already on top of the Wisdom Shrine, so this timing's a little awkward, but Cuckoo is going to be there. Teleport coming in from Dekalis. Cuckoo spotting all these heroes. Wukong's command does go out, not on top of the shrine though. Cuckoo is able to make the dive away. No one's going to chase after him, but with the slow on him, a little bit hard to finish him off. Does manage to get it in the end. DM playing the distance here, trying to get the goo up on Makoto. Wukong's command finally expires. And they'll head on out of there. In the end, it works out for PARIVISION. They secure their Wisdom Shrine, and they don't give too much up to Talon.
Nice little defensive move. You're not too worried about taking the fight there. You just want to get the XP. They were thinking about bringing Titanic through the gate. He held onto his TP. Ends up not being a full-out fight that the Weaver joined. But Makoto doesn't lose anything there. He's still snowballing quite a bit, and he's eyeing up some Stackarenos. Very similar to last game. He learned his lesson, though. He will not contest it.
Got to play for the Power Rune. Maybe with the right Power Rune, you could take that, but it is tough. Shield Rune for no one. Big pickup. Satanic continues to win this 1v1 against Lordar. Unsurprisingly, Weaver is a pretty good answer to this hero.
Lane-wise, for sure.
Lane-wise, yeah. Lane-wise.
Radiant are scanning.
It's also PARIVISION with the support Furion this time around. So if the support Furion wins again, we're starting to see a trend. I'll start believing in this Sprout medicine a bit more.
I almost always believe in a support that starts being run that doesn't have to go boots. That's also another insane advantage. When support Weaver is a thing, when support Furion is a thing, like it is a huge advantage to just be able to go straight to the stats item of Earn and ignore having to spend 500 gold on boots.
Pudge, support Pudge.
Right, of course. Yep.
Because the support Pudges on my team never get boots. So.
Had a support Pudge this morning when I played some Dota.
Yeah, did he get boots?
He actually did. He kind of owned.
What, 16 minutes?
My
in?
mid silencer, however, did not own.
That's unlucky, yeah.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
The guy's probably watching right now.
I hope he is.
He's probably going straight to Reddit. That Austin fucking Walsh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I carried the shit out of him. He was useless.
I mean, he carried something all right. He was really good at hitting neutrals.
This is the part in the show where people go, I don't care about your pubs.
I know.
I don't care about your 3K MMR pubs, you scrub lord.
Well, excuse me, they're actually 9.
Oh, you shouldn't do that voice.
MMR.
Why not? Door. Did you play any pubs? Did you play any of the new patch?
Not yet. I don't play on patch days. I told you this every time you ask. One, because it gets updated every hour, so you can't freaking play anyway. And two, pubs are just trash on patch day because everyone's trying garbage.
Yeah, but you could be one of the people trying something garbage.
No, that's okay. I'll let it settle down, and I'll get it.
All right, WS is working towards his Blink Dagger. He's got 500 gold working towards it, but it may be delayed here. Furion threatening to teleport. He has a Quelling Blade, so he would be fine. No one opted not to make the jump.
He's not getting a lot up here, though.
Yeah, he is not.
Again, I don't think he needs the greatest game, but he needs a game. Oh, boy.
Not good. Makoto, he's going to fall. Could not save him with the escape act.
That is
Fire Spirits come too slow.
bad death. You win the lane, you force Storm to the jungle, you have all the map control in the world, and then you feed away a kill on the rune to an amp damage Storm. He's now maybe going to get a little more.
More Galvanized stacks for no one. He's up to 6 already.
That was such a pivotal moment in this game. Now this Storm he is far ahead.
Whose door is it this time? Door number 2. Maybe they're getting a delivery.
What's behind door number 3?
Just a wee fairy going about her business.
DM, Vanguard, Heaven's Halberd is going to be his built up. Yeah, everything seems to be going so much better for PARIVISION. And a large part of it seems to be the fact that no one recovered his lane. They're able to play through him. Where
they should have people knock on their doors more often.
Yeah, maybe. They want as much pressure on this mid tower as possible.
Catapult.
Collis doesn't have Nature's Call yet to help, but...
Oh, man, you lose the tower. It's going to feel real bad.
I'm not going to lose the tower, I don't think, but it was a good amount of chip damage.
Still, the momentum swing between this Storm and Monkey was huge in this last minute.
Yeah.
If that had gone the other way, you could be looking at a completely different story for Makoto here. Instead, he's going to have to play from behind now.
And it feels like as a whole, Talon's just going to have to chill out and farm for a bit.
Yeah, they don't have the fast aggressive potential like they did game 1, especially with this Slardars game being so slow. The Abaddon needs time to get the Radiance online. It's going to be a farming period for them.
Well, it's a good thing he has Chip Vest. Very good for farming.
Now, where did we end up with neutral-wise? Polywog charms.
23 Savage finally pops his ult. He's got to get out of here. The Storm's going to zip after him. He's dead. They teleport, but it's far too late for that.
That is not a death that should have happened.
No. No, it shouldn't. He was trying to get to the secret shop to pick up his Talisman of Evasion, I assume.
Radiant's bottom tower is
This is still the value of these offlaners that can farm stacks like the Bristle over the Slardar. When both lanes are equally as bad, the Bristle is just getting more off the map because he can do the Ancients, he can go through the camps faster. This Slardar is crawling through those top 2 side neutral camps.
Radiant's bottom tower
And it is a
under
brutal
attack.
slog.
And then if you get this Blink Dagger and you don't immediately find a kill with it,
Radiant
or
structures are
even worse,
fortified.
you take some fight and it goes
Radiant's
bad,
bottom tower is under
there's
attack.
just, like, you're pretty much guaranteed the rest of your game. You're going to be like a jump stutter and that's it. You're not going to scale up.
Potentially rough times ahead. WS here. As DM just goes mid. Gonna start laying into this tower. Halberd done. Great tanky.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
he's kind of
is under
untouchable.
attack.
Again, facing up against 3 right-clicking
Dire's top
cores,
tower is under attack.
Heaven Salvard is going to be exceptionally valuable.
And they got 2 tier 1s at the exact same time. It's pretty rare that happens. Usually you take a fight on one of those if the team's splitting that much this early in the game. But early just collapsed for Flipster Talon here.
Talon's all set up. At the top lane, okay, DeCall just teleported right into the middle of them. If they can't get that kill, they will, but they threw everything they had at it. Oh, what a brambles.
What a catch.
9 class catches WS and Makoto. He might die for it, though. He couldn't actually finish off WS. So the Storm Spirit comes in, they get the kill on the Ringmaster, but somehow the fight didn't actually go that well.
No Bristleback at that fight. 5 on 4.
Yeah.
Slardar walks it off.
Very good for him that he survived. That would have delayed the Blink Dagger a heavy amount, but instead he has it as he goes back to base.
Now you can look for a play with it.
Yeah.
You kind of need a play with it.
Yeah, because even as that fight was successful, it was still, in a way, PARIVISION defended their side of the map. They kept their tower up. They hold more map control.
They get a regen rune on Storm. None of their big cores go down here. Bold TP from Ducalis. Doesn't really pay off for him. He doesn't get Wrath of Nature off, which is a big loss in that fight.
That play was particularly insane because, as you said, they took 2 tier 1 towers at the same time. If you took mid and you took bottom, they didn't contest either, then where else are they got to be? They kind of have to be top. 23 Savage has no ult. He's dead.
That is another pretty bad
Radiant's
death
top
from him.
tower is under attack.
All right, well, they have to punish DM then.
Yeah, did get the Storm bottom. That's a bigger kill in some way.
It is, and if they can get DM as well, it would be even better for them. They don't have a way to force DM to face them, though. WS can blink in front of them, and they will manage to finish him off. So, hey, great trade.
Yep, Mage Slayer. Letting you chase these heroes down. Really good Mage Slayer game. And the Monkey King is caught up all of a sudden.
He has, wow.
Downside is Satanic is getting the Dream, and that's another tier 1 tower down. So map control, you're 3 tier 1s to 0 tier 1s.
Radiant's top tower
He's going to have
is
a
under
very
attack.
fast Deso. Could be a very fast Roshan for this lineup of PARIVISION. I like that, though. Extra catch. Rod of Atos. We're joking.
Yeah, really nice versus the Storm.
Stupendous.
You're not going BKB this game. You're going to be able to catch no one every time.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Crush on the 9 class. Got the Supernova right on top of him. See if they can protect the egg with the wheel. It's beautiful. It just pulled in the PARIVISION heroes, protected the egg, and got them 2 kills with DM being low at half HP. They're going to chase after him. He's getting a lot of goose stacks up. The Wukong's command will make sure that as they chase DM, the rest of PARIVISION, both Satanic and No One, will have to flee.
Wow, what a team fight combo. Baiting this Abaddon. They jump the gun. You get egg wheel. Which is a combo that makes a lot of sense now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You look into the sun, you get blinded.
Excellent.
Then you have to go to the clown for medical advice. And they even out this gold lead by about 2.5K. Or to the Monkey King here.
Yeah, that is... So you can only deal with the egg early on if you have a ranged carry.
You outranged or BKBs on this.
Yeah, WS will be caught in the side lanes here, but TPs are coming in. 23 Savage wants to fight this, but he still doesn't have his ultimate. Is he dead?
Those Death
Is he gonna
shots.
get chased down? Satanic's gonna run after him here. Oh, he gives up on the chase. He probably figured Aphotic Shield was up.
Genuinely surprised he did not go high ground there.
Yeah, me too.
He had ult up.
23 Savage underestimating the strength of the enemy. That'll be a couple times now, but his Radiance is almost done. Still though, PARIVISION up by 4,000. With Satanic leading that charge with his completed Desto and soon to be BKB, and it is going to be a very fast Roshan for them. Bugs, Swarm, Viscous Nasal Goo, and Desto. It's just so much -1.
You already have a Solar Crest done on the Furion as well. There's a lot of physical amp in this lineup. Really gonna have to make use of that Wukong. Plus these Aphotic Shield. And Satanic he's scary right now on the map. If he gets a fight where he can get on the backside of the fight, get a good Storm out, just kill one of the supports really fast, and just start laning into these cores, not gonna be fun for Flipster Talon.
I do feel like Talon this time around can play a slower game and play more for late game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Do you disagree with that?
I don't know about that one, dude. I mean, we've seen Abaddon go pretty well into these late games.
Yeah, I think Ben goes pretty ham like it.
I don't see this Slaughter keeping up is the problem. Unless you're winning fights, I don't think WS is going to maintain his position. I think these two supports for PARIVISION are going to get a lot off the map. They're going to become problems. They're going to get Lotus Swords. They're going to get Halberds, Force Stabs, Crimson, whatever you want.
Well, that's why you should go minus.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Who cares about Lotuses if you just get to level 25?
Okay, I like what you're putting down.
There you go. Nah, you're probably right. It probably is just not enough map for WS to actually continue to scale up unless they're...
No, stick to your guns, Austin.
Okay.
Stick to your guns. You already made a point in a position, and you have to stay with that.
That's true. That is now my position for the rest of my life.
That is
That's
right.
what I've learned. Chain stun, not enough. Satanic, he's fine. He had the Aegis after all, so there was no real threat there. Got a Treant in the way.
Wasn't a Mega Treant, though.
That's true. If it was a big enough Treant, maybe could have blocked him in. Cuckoo! Those hits do a lot of damage, man. He's got to be careful. He's going to have to use the Supernova. Very awkward. Got the wheel on Satanic, but no one's really there to follow up the damage. They'll hit him a few times, hit the AoE damage. Wukong's command has to go out from Makoto. They may have taken away Satanic's Aegis, but with Makoto, he needs to be seen. Oh, nice use of the shard. Gets up to the high ground. May have to lead Jokum behind. His escape back is 23. Savage almost dies. Oh, big damage. DM's going to chase after it. No one is able to put in the final blow.
Just route him into the base, tipping the Slaughter who died bottom.
Wait, he died solo to 9 class?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He died. Wait. He killed him without Bedlam?
No, he killed him with Bedlam. He did 1,500 magical damage to him, and solo killed him from full. Kind of wild, actually.
Yeah, that hero does some damage. Oh, the bash? Oh, man. I thought there was no chance that they were going to kill Satanic, and then there was a sliver of hope there.
If you had the shard on WS, like the fact he's this far behind has cost Flipster Talon so much in this game. He's about to fall behind those two supports. This is where this game just becomes near impossible. You're just going to be missing that third core. So sacrificial. There's
that case. Super important that this smoke lands. Tormentor is taken, so they know there's some heroes up here in this corner of the map that may be a bit low, but they're going to go after the Weaver.
No
Spotting him. He kills these creeps so quickly. They have to chase after him.
Oh, no.
Complete whiff.
Not like this.
It is exactly like this.
You can't even Roche here. Just a dead smoke.
Looking pretty rough out here for Talon now.
They are stuck in a split push game that their lineup does not enjoy playing. Storm, Furion, Weaver. Very hard to catch these heroes. They get the lanes in very quickly. And we've seen the pickoff is not too reliable. Well, I guess the pickoff for 9 class is reliable.
Can't even get these side lanes pushed out because the tier 1 towers are still up. Smoke up from PARIVISION. They've got this really nice high ground ward. They know the monkey is around here. See if they can catch him. Instead, try and catch the Ringmaster. Should be able to get him. Know where he can run to with that escape back.
Do they see the monkey? This is so close to that ward. Oh. It's about to go into the ward. 9 class. He knows.
Got him. Pulls him down. No one will chase after him. Playing to the ward works out beautifully.
Too easy for 9 class in this game. He's just, anybody he finds, he's basically solo killing them.
Yeah, he's getting really big. Blink Dagger, Yules. He's going to go for an Ether Lens. Okay. At this rate, they're just kind of scrounging for whatever farm they can find around the map. PARIVISION taking the full lot of it.
You gotta care about that blade mail.
That's for me.
This map is completely closed off though. 16k gold.
Yeah, look at Satanic just farming their triangle solo.
It's desperation time. Just make some desperation smokes. Hope they land.
Another time where they're going to be running into a Weaver. The Slardar just... He doesn't provide enough disable by himself, and there's not much follow-up to it.
But you have to try something.
Invisibility.
They wrap the long way around. Make the jump. Can they hit the wheel on him? They got him inside the wheel. That should be him dead. Yep, they got it. Oh, Terrorize hits on 4, though. And PARIVISION, they look to clean house here. Egg's going to be used. They'll deal with the egg. Nice whip, but it's still, the egg dies. They'll clean up 3. Behind their tower, the tier 1 tower still being up means PARIVISION could very easily get there.
That's about best case scenario. You find the Weaver, you kill the Weaver, and then you still basically get wiped on that play.
Oh yeah, look at that. Holy Locket, Nature's Prophet.
Has a nice ring to it. It's amazing, you know, every patch, Juggernaut is garbage and Nature Prophet gets turned into another abomination. It's just amazing how many times they have reworked Furion into a totally annoying piece of shit hero. Congratulations to Valve Software. They did it again. They boomed us again. They boomed us again.
They thought Nature's Prophet was going to be out of the meta. Nah. Don't even get Mira started on her Spirit. $18,000 net worth lead for PARIVISION. Expect them to take the next Roshan.
Also, why does Pango get buffed every single patch?
It's a fun hero, I guess.
For who?
The guy going beep beep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't like you.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know there's a hero called Tree Protector in the game? Do you remember that hero?
I think you mean Deadwood. That was Heroes.
Oh, yeah, well. Anyway, he made an appearance once in a tournament, like 98. And then Valve forgot about him for 2 decades. But, anyway, Furion, back in the meta, ladies and gentlemen, with another delicious facet to make Sprout into a spell that does other stuff and then becomes broken because of that. Daedalus.
Yeah, there was a period of time where Sprout it was just trees. That's all it was. It was just trees. Dakalis is so tanky. Oh my god.
What am I watching? That was disgusting.
Makoto's going to have to defensively Wukong's command. DM casually bypasses it. I mean, Talon, it's just get out. Get out with whoever you can. You're not winning the rest of this fight. Doesn't stop them from trying, but 23 Savage does eventually get worked down here. Supernova getting used.
Almost killed Titanic. This play was honestly kind of close. If they didn't have to use the entire Monkey King kit to kill the Furion,
Yeah.
who has Solar Crest, Locket, Sprout Heal, Helm of Iron Will. He had an Essence Ring at that point as well. He tanked a total of around almost 3k damage.
That sounds normal for a 5 position. I mean, it is PARIVISION up 20,000 net worth. So
Yeah, they have a lot.
30% Sprout heal per second. So now it's up to 65 a second. It's honestly not that much, but if you're ahead.
It's a lot when you're ahead. I mean, let's be honest, this game is toasted.
The seeds of fortune.
This is cleanup duty for PARIVISION right now. Furion has won every game so far today.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's 3-0.
That we've casted.
Yeah, 3-0.
He win the games this morning too.
Yeah, sure. I think so.
Ted, shout out to Ted. Ted, get on that. He's our resident stats guy. It's because he's British. Thought he sounded smart, so he figured he was good at stats.
I figured wrong on that one.
We all make mistakes. 23 Savage made a mistake. He left his base. They don't really have a base, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's just the playground for Satanic and DM to run around it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can definitely see why 9-class wanted this Dark Willow this game, as opposed to the last one. Did some serious work on it. The solo pickoff throw with this hero is wild.
It's pretty intense. Jump in from WS. Gotta hit the wheel. Gotta hit the wheel. They got the wheel. They got the kill. Satanic goes down.
Easy.
1,700 gold collected. And again, PARIVISION still feeling like they could fight. They're probably not wrong about that. Jump in from no one, trying to burst down the Phoenix. Escape back goes off. He has a chance here to get off the Supernova. And 23 Savage is going to need it here. Supernova's going to be used on the side. No one gets stunned up, but still manages to commit. Gets the kill on 23 Savage. Now chasing after WS. Ghost Scepter helping to protect him here. No one doesn't have that much health or that much mana. One last dip to be able to get away. The Monkey King chasing after. No, he got Yules! 9-class stomps him. A dagger hits no one, but he gets a heal from Jakalis. That'll keep him alive even through the Tame the Beast. He used the Shivas. He chased after WS. He's taunting him. Look at him. He's egging him on. Go ahead. Kill me. Try. I dare you. Can't even hit the dagger when it's point blank. Psychological damage done.
That is psychological, physical, emotional, spiritual, historical damage inflicted by the No One Storm Spirit. Never
Go the distance. PARIVISION versus Talon. I'm not sure if there are too many fans out there expecting a Game 3 out of these two teams. But Talon have proven to be a wilier foe than I think PARIVISION gave them credit for.
I mean, I'll tell you, the C fans definitely weren't expecting it.
No, they are used to disappointment by now.
And the European fans probably weren't watching the series, so
That is probably true as well. Yeah.
30 seconds
everybody's
to battle.
surprised this time around. We get a Night Stalker, Austin.
We get a 9-class Night Star.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. The cream of the crop. He's just, I don't even know what the relationship is, but I'm kind of hyped to see a Night Stalker. I love this hero, actually. And I wish he was more viable in more metas.
Yeah, it definitely feels like he's either an extremely good offlaner for the patch or non-existent.
Yeah. Did have a couple patches where he was viable as a 4.
Yeah, we did
I
have...
like the roaming ganking Night Stalker. I think it's cool gameplay. I think you have super high uptime, super low downtime, but you can make big plays. You can snowball the game. You have to pick your points really wisely. I think it's a really challenging roaming 4 to play, but creates a very interesting dynamic, and I wish it was more viable. Unfortunately, We have to buff Nature's Prophet for the 10th path hero, so.
Unfortunately, Jakiro is meta, so you're going to be running a melee 4 position into Jakiro.
It's fine, though. You have Night Rain. Night level 1, baby.
He's always had Night Rain.
Look at him go.
I'm watching. It seems like he's just getting twin terrored by the Terrorblade.
No, you just pull waves. You're chilling in this lane, I think.
Other lanes, Ember Spirit versus Storm Spirit mid. Prediction, I'm not going to ask you how this matchup goes. I'm going to ask you who is going to win between Makoto and no one on this
Makoto.
lane.
Easy.
Dyer's courier
Easily.
has been killed.
He has
Never
been
bet against Makoto to win the lane.
He has been kind of tearing it up there.
Easy to die. Okay, can't get them all.
Yeah, that one was a whiff. And then the off lane for Talon is a Dark Willow. They took the Dark Willow away from PARIVISION. Too dangerous in 9 classes' hands. And WS Magnus.
Magnus could do some work this game. There's a lot of heroes that just want to go in off the vacuum, off the storm jump. Maybe you can get some big clump out of it. You can buff up your other 2 cores pretty nicely here. On the flip side, you have this Oracle who can negate a lot of the magic damage out of this Flipster Talon line. I mean, really good hero against Jakiro, really nice hero against the Ember, really good against the Dark Willow, and not bad against the Gyro. This, in theory, is a really good Oracle game. Not a lot to displace him or ruin his positioning, other than a skewer if you catch him. Ember can just run you down with Sleight of Fist. That's about it. Look towards Ducalis to potentially have a big game from that backline. And of course, this is a lineup with 3 cores that are all level 30 on their hero, Austin. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Oh, yeah. And as a bonus, they've got a level 30 Oracle as well.
No, he's only level 25.
Oh, wow.
You should get your eyes checked.
Whatever. Close enough. I have the smallest little screen in front of me.
You just have a big head.
Maybe you just have big eyes.
Okay. I'll take that as a compliment. Entirely even on the mid lane. 18-0 versus 18-0. 19-0 versus 19-0. One cannot outdo the other.
Question is, who's going to get first blood? I'm going to say Cuckoo is going to overextend himself chasing after Night Stalker, and he'll get turned around on and die. That's my bet.
Well, I think it's going to be Gyro Jakiro running down Darkseer. Can I revise my prediction?
I did not have 23 Savage diving past the tier 1 tower without his support. I did not have that on my list.
Fine. And it's going to be running down the Darkseer!
Oh my God, they're running down the Darkseer! Cuckoo did get the last hit.
This is why they pay me the big bucks.
I guess so. I feel like that shouldn't have worked, but somehow it did.
You just don't understand Southeast Asian Dota, Austin. You have a lot to learn. I saw that entire sequence perfectly in my mind and predicted it as such.
Yeah,
And
23 Savage needs to be careful, though. And you know 9 class and DM are going to be bloodthirsty coming back to the lane.
Got launch charges. Not an easy dive.
He's going to kill 9 class. No, he's going to die for it, but 9 class is certainly dead. He's going to have to take a walk of shame.
It's still worth it if you're 9 class. This is not the worst outcome for Flipster Talon, though, because this Jakiro is going to be beastly with the experience. He's about to hit level 4. That is not a fun support to play into when he's high level. It just makes all these early trades impossible.
Stupendous.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Well, this does mean the Darkseer is going to be alone for a bit.
Oh, look at the sneaky ward, too. Setting up for Wisdom Shrine contest perhaps later with all these extra levels.
Yeah, with the early Watcher. He also is checking out whether or not there's stacks, right? Which there is not, so.
Sentry dropped mid for no one. He sees the obs, but he can't kill it yet. Very frustrating for him.
And now it's daytime. So, PARIVISION are right at home. 9 classes playing a support that may be useless during certain periods of time.
Such as this one. He did not have that good of a lane phase here. Died twice, pretty low net worth. The Jakiro, in fact, is ahead of the Darkseer, who's getting run down again. He's dead.
He's left alone in lane. They should run him down every single chance they get.
You already have arcane boots on this Jakiro. He's so goddamn fat. Cuckoo is beasting it up right now. Cuckoo haters in shambles. They are in shambles right now.
No one picks up a haste rune. Good rune to get to, because he's even going to try and go after Cuckoo here. Makoto's not sure which direction to go. Protect Cuckoo or chase after Dakalis.
Oh, he's swinging around the back. This is very sneaky from no one. We'll get a bounty rune for his trouble.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it looks like another game where PARIVISION are going to have to piggyback off of no one's success quite a bit. Got the lockdown on him. Makoto just went back to Fountain. So that's going to hurt a little bit. 7-minute Wisdom Shrine. See that Gyrocopter go to work. He's level 6. He's got call down.
Oh, he's so strong on this fight. There's no way you can fight this, I think.
I think you might be right, especially if the Jakiro backs him up here.
You have a level 3 Night Stalker during daytime, yeah, just full concession.
Yeah, PARIVISION know they can't even fight it, so.
Massive win in the early game here. All off some nice turnaround play bottom lane. You thought 23 Savage was throwing it, but this is not OG 23 Savage. This is Flipster Talon 23 Savage.
Wonder what the win rate is of teams who get the first 2 Wisdom Shrine. Ted? Ted, get on that one. Shout out to Pyrian Flax. Sure, he'll give us a very good breakdown of this patch and the previous patch. Teams who have gotten both Wisdom Shrines. Don't worry about the rest of them, just the first one.
Oh boy, what happened here?
WS has managed to maroon Satanic on an island. He's been Shanghai.
Yeah, can't TP with the Willow sitting there. So he's stuck. He'll think about his decisions. The fight breaks out mid.
Wall goes out. Makoto. Oh no, he's going to be silenced by the Night Stalker. He's not useless. Daytime Night Stalker silence. Got him.
Amp damage for no one was huge there. And it's just a 4-on-2.
Satanic. He tried to drop branches to kick himself off the island, but it didn't work.
Is he going to try again?
He's going to try and double branch it.
With an illusion.
Yep, fill up as many spaces as possible. Okay,
oh my god, he's a god.
He's so good.
What the? Wait, he's going to get clipped again.
Oh no, he missed the skewer. Oh, come on.
Dude, what?
Talon, you had such a sick setup.
This guy's just too good, dude. Like, I don't know. He just breaks out of prison.
They had him in Supermax.
Goddamn Steve McQueen out here, dude. that was sick.
Our very own Escape from Alcatraz. Well played, Satanic.
Still hurt him a bit on the lane phase, and WS is having a way better time than that Slara game.
That is true.
So, Flipster Talon's still not too sad about this early advantage they've accrued, and they're just wailing into this mid tower. Challenging PARIVISION to come and react.
They will react. Coming into nighttime soon. But maybe not soon enough. No one gonna try hard. They're gonna go for the silence again. Makoto, you got caught by it again.
Brother. How do you die to daytime Night Stalker silence twice with Ember?
Oh, it's so embarrassing. 23 Savage played up to top lane. Satanic got off the Sunder. He will survive in the 1v2.
Outplays them again. This is just PARIVISION outclassing Flipster Talon right now. The little things going their way. And now you're about to go into that nighttime. This Night Stalker's game got salvaged hard. Do a little farming with Ion Shell. You can threaten the map. Look to abuse those power runes. Regen for no one. Really strong here. And all that advantage you created on bottom lane is gone in an instant.
Yeah, Gyrocopter's game got slowed down by making that move up to top, and then had to run back. Silence put onto the Dark Willow. I'm sure 9 class takes a specific amount of pleasure in countering the hero that they took away from him.
Radiant are scanning.
He's almost level 6 now.
Bottom tower is under
Big threat on the map.
Dire
Flipster
are
Talon, they had a
scanning.
strong laning phase, but now they're starting to fall behind, having trouble standing on the lanes versus the roaming NS
Radiant
threat with
structures are
Storm with power runes. It's a lot of jump potential.
Yeah, the Ember Spirit's game has been stalled out heavily. If he could have gotten to a fast Mage Slayer, it would have been great for this game.
He was on track.
Regeneration.
Executional error.
Dire's top
Can go
tower
back to
is under
WS with a
attack.
Blink Dagger. He's going to have it.
Radiant's bottom
very soon on this
tower is
Magnus.
under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Can look for a big RP play on the Storm. It's probably your best target here,
Yeah, and it is going to be like an empowered Ember Spirit, so
for sure. Cuckoo probably dead again.
especially dangerous. Cuckoo is indeed very dead.
Looking for the D-ward. Instead, he will get D-warded.
Ouch.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Kodo goes top. Says, if I can't just right-click
Radiant's
mid-tower
middle
down, I'll take your top
is under
tower.
attack.
Protection from the Magnus lingering around. Kind of
Radiant
low
structures
for him.
are fortified.
Will be worth it in the end.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Would you rather be killing supports or shutting down the
Dire's top
Storm
tower is
and
under
just
attack.
barreling through tier 1s?
Dire's top
Especially if
tower
you're going to give
is
up
falling.
mid-tower like this.
Yeah, no one way happy about this exchange. Call is just babysitting him the whole time now. Just gonna sit behind the Storm, and if you try and make a move on this guy, you're just gonna bail him out. RP Skewer can maybe make it difficult to get that ult off because it's really fast. That's about it.
Yeah, with the Ember Spirit not being ahead, they won't really have the best heroes just to like run at the Oracle in the back line.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're clearing out an Ancient stack though.
Stupendous.
Made a lot faster by the Empower. So between the last hit on the tower and Makoto clearing out the Ancient stack, his Mage Slayer is still going to come online decently fast.
Same time, DM cleared through his own Ancient stack. Of course, from PARIVISION are just farther ahead.
Yeah, they are.
Backing Satanic up top, expecting the jump to go onto him.
Yeah, trying to bait him. Oh, and they might have just gotten it. Jump going out. Can he get off the False Promise? He got off the Thunder and the False Promise. He is very much alive, and WS might just die for it. See if he can round the corner, get a blink off. Satanic spots him again. Oh no, he backtracked a little bit. He dies for it.
Misclicked.
Yikes. And now here comes the Night Stalker with the numbers advantage. They want to dive this tower.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Leave Jokum behind, go after more. They'll get Cuckoo as well.
Radiant's bottom
Too
tower
easy to
is
run him
under
down
attack.
once that initial play fails. That was your Mage Slayer Ember. And that was the exact move where you get this RP Skewer away from the Oracle. It kind of works, but you just don't have that other hero with you.
Yeah.
Synergy is not there. You pay a massive price on this Blink
Radiant's
reveal.
top tower has fallen.
Oh, the rune.
Oh no, he's gonna be silenced again.
Unreal, dude. 0-3 and 0 from Makoto after this early game was looking so strong. And it is 3 deaths to the silence on the Night Stalker. They're just crumbling here.
This feels like one of those matchup deals where you just haven't played against Night Stalker in a while. You just forget how debilitating that silence is for spirit heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a nasty spell.
Well, this is looking like it could be a rather one-sided Game 3 with a 5,000 net worth up on PARIVISION. Unless Talon manages to make something happen soon.
I'm having trouble catching heroes right now. They're going to just 4-man smoke. Look for anything.
Radiant's
own
bottom
jungle.
tower is under attack.
Well, maybe looking for this.
Dire's middle
Well,
tower
Tormentor
is
that
under
would have been their last patch is not going to be there this patch.
True.
So going down here does not yield you the objective.
Dire are scanning.
If you can catch Storm, it'd be amazing, but Ducalis, as usual, is in the right place to break the play.
No one immediately zips on out of there. Nice fish there from WS. He did try and like blink ahead of the Storm, see if he can catch him out while he's steeping, but out of sight.
Every time you make one of these moves, you don't find a big core target, you fall behind in this game. The lanes are getting pushed and farmed from the Darkseer Terrorblade. The Storm continues to survive. And this is your daytime interval. This is when 9 class is supposed to be a weak point that you can potentially take advantage of.
Slight change into Skewer. Back, no! Denied by the silence. 9 class, quick with it. Can't even chase after him. He gets away again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He was ready for that one, that's for sure.
Flipster Talon need to find a way to get their supports into this game. Because I don't think we've seen an Ice Path / Bramble land on some of these heroes in the fights.
Yeah, at about this point last game, 9 class had gotten like 5 solo
Dire's
kills.
middle tower is under attack.
They're just getting outmaneuvered and outplayed right now. It's the flat out truth. This tower is still alive. It's deniable.
That's dirty.
Keeping it up.
An extra strong mana draft.
Really good. That is really nice on this hero. An Unleashed Tumbler toy.
390 units.
I don't know if he should be able to do this. Like, he's just running at them during daytime and forcing them out of areas. So much value.
If they don't stop him soon, he's going to get a Blink Dagger, and Makoto's life is going to be even worse. Again, Flipster Talon bringing so many heroes down to this bottom lane, but not finding anything for it. 5 heroes in this bottom sliver of the map. Everything else seems to be PARIVISION.
Feels like they're just banking on Empower to keep them in this game at scale. And it's only going to go so far. Especially if Aegis starts to go into the Storm Spirit or Terrorblade's hands.
18-minute power rune.
It's Ace bottom.
They just keep on getting.
Dire's middle tower.
Storm Spirit zip onto the Jakiro. Terrorize, not going to be thrown out. Jokum's going to hold on to it now. They managed to get the RP. Skewered him back underneath the tier 2, but they didn't have the damage. They got him away from the false promise again, but again, the damage is just not there. PARIVISION brought all 5 of their heroes. Now with the RP down, they'll chase down whatever heroes they can get. 2 supports at first. Now, potential, okay, they're going to get skewered back a little bit here. The Gyrocopter's going to come in. He's got a BKB. They man up for the fight, but Satanic with the false promise doesn't give a damn. Oh, he does give a damn.
He gives a lot of dams.
He gives many dams.
So many dams were given there.
Oh, what?
The Ursa Hellbear gives a dam too. Dams were given, Austin.
Trying to chase after DM, so many dams. Gets away.
I was going to say, yeah, he's false promise, but he doesn't have BKB and there were no heals going into him. And he tanked a lot of that gyro damage. I don't think he got Fate's Edict for a lot of it. Just ends up going down to the very last kick of damage there. See it again. Maybe PARIVISION getting a little over anxious here. Feeling the momentum of the game, but this is very deep. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any Edict.
He had a Fate's Edict himself.
Yep, so there's just all that magic damage going into him. What is he? He ends up dying to the tower hit. Pretty brutal.
All right, well, that's a little turnaround there. Flipster Talon now only down 4,000 net worth. Not too bad. And they've got some ancient stacks that 23 Savage is going to farm up. So, I mean, it is going to be an empowered Gyrocopter with a lot of farm.
Yeah, you do have to respect the power. Spell can always win you a game. With the skewers, with the RPs.
Do you like the BKB? The fact that he invested in fighting in the early game instead of just going the typical Chrysalis into Aghanim Scepter?
I think it's fine. I mean, it lets you join the fight. Otherwise, I don't think you can at all. And they kind of need it this game. Hard to argue against it given the game state. It just feels bad because you are going to have to scale really late in this game to win it.
Yeah.
So early BKB does not help you there. If you can win the fight for Roshan, it will absolutely pay off. That's the big payoff in this animation. Another smoke coming out from Flipster Talon, heading bottom. They catch Satanic again would be massive.
Pushing forward on the Jakiro.
Oh, it's going to give up Tormentor?
They are.
That feels rough.
Gyrocopters farming up top. They leave it be. And it will be a shard for Ducalis, so he's got the Rings of Destiny.
Nice little freebie. That feels bad giving up that Tormentor when you have Mag, Gyro, Jakiro, Willow. So much AoE. You'd love to fight around a choke point like that.
Well, at least Jokum gets the steal and the Shrine of Wisdom. So there's something.
Not too bad.
23 Savage, getting close to Aghanim Scepter with decent levels. Level 16.
Orchid comes out for no one, but the BKB is going to be there for Makoto. So Orchid isn't going to threaten a lot of the course. It will be annoying for WS. Especially if you get Orchided on the Blinken or during the RP skewer play.
Yeah, between him and the Night Stalker. Here comes that Night Stalker. Force Staff gets him away from that silence. Long zip in, but he landed in an Ice Bath. No one will miss out on the kill on Cuckoo. I mean, they full retreat from Talon. They're doing a good job playing conservatively, but they are giving up so much of the map to PARIVISION. It's free objectives. It's free Tormentor. It's free Roche. They're going to try and go back to it, though. Two-man smoke.
You have to contest this with your lineup. Your lineup is way too good around the pit to give this up for free. Especially when you have BKBs that let you frontline here.
Makoto will be able to scout for him. Night Class leading the way with the Dark Ascension. Break some of the smoke. They spot Makoto. They spot Cuckoo, but they don't know where WS is, and that's the dangerous part. They jump after the Jakiro. WS playing on the side. Dude managed to get a vacuum wall onto 2, chasing after 23 Savage. He plays it a little bit farther back. Makoto should be able to jump away. He's going to activate the BKB. Does he not have a Remnant? He's going to use his Remnant now and TP up for the rest of it. WS, though, he gets hit by slow, and that's enough to kill him.
Just no easy jump for the Magnus. You can't turn that fight around. You just get run down slowly, surely, one by one. This will be door number 3. What's behind it, Austin?
It actually was.
Why don't you ever believe my analytic capabilities?
What in the...
This is taking me back to the Artesia days right there.
Yeah, I thought that was
Wait,
something.
what was behind door number 3?
Well, we should pause and ask.
Maybe that's what was behind door number 2.
Yeah.
Was door number... That too. That was a pretty good impression.
Practice my reverse speech.
Radiant structures are fortified.
You know, if you listen to the White Album,
I thought it was Led Zeppelin.
I don't know. I'm sure multiple satanic conspiracies about listening to albums in reverse. Probably asked Ed, he'll know.
Yeah, he's a big fan of the Scorpions. It's his favorite band.
He loves the Scorpions. If you guys ever...
Here's door number 4. Let's see what's
like-
behind it. It is door number 5.
What is happening?
I don't know, dude. Like, they're getting pranked or something? This delivery guy? Ooh. That was kind of spicy. I like that. Just sucked them off that cliff.
Don't ever say those words again in a broadcast. Don't.
That's what happened.
Don't ever say
I didn't say it with an on
Those
in the
words.
middle.
in that order.
Fucking weirdo.
The broadcast.
What's wrong with you? That's what happened.
Game 3, PARIVISION versus Flipster Talon,
Why are you so
everybody.
weird?
25 minutes in, a 9,000 net worth lead for PARIVISION.
Gyro's almost top. That's kind of impressive. Did finish up the Ags. He's got the Empower. He got a Brigand's Blade. Can 23 Savage do it? Can he do it, Austin? Do you believe in him to carry this game?
No, not really. I have a reason why, though.
Let's hear it.
He's up against some high armor heroes that are not that easy to kill with Black Man.
That's why you have Empower.
I still don't think it'll be enough.
Dire's
Terrorblade
top
has 31 armor. Storm Spirit has 13
Radiant's
resting
middle
naturally,
tower
but he
is
can
under
dodge
attack.
shots every single time he zips. 18 right now on the Darkseer, plus
Radiant
Guardian
are
Greaves,
scanning.
which he's going to have later on.
Okay, but none of that means a damn if you get RP'd in the pit. Flipster Talon looking to contest the Roche. And again, this is the area they want to take the fight.
Oh, look at 9-class positioning, though.
It's too good. They saw him.
They spotted him, but they didn't get him. He blinks out in time.
Does stall the Roche. This is a daytime period, so if you can pull trigger on the Dark Ascension.
Got the
and tighten
skewer
up,
onto Satanic. Satanic, extremely isolated right now.
He
He does use an early Sunder here. Seems like Talon weren't able to just go after it.
Are they fighting or getting out?
It seems like they're getting out. They're resetting. They're trying to anyway. Got the vacuum. Wall on to 3. 23 Savage immediately has to pop his BKB. So does Makoto. Makoto's going to make a run for it, but he's got 9-class in front of him and no one behind him. It's not a good place to be. He's sandwiched in and quickly killed. WS isn't making it out either. They got the initiation on the enemy carry. Didn't RP because I guess the rest of the heroes weren't close enough by.
He got silence interrupt.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah. He could not chain the RP. Even if you could, I don't think he dies there.
I don't think he does either.
And they just get run down. They cannot kite these fights out. The chase down potential in this lineup with Darkseer Surge, the speed on the Terrorblade, Storm jumping you, Night Stalker, Dark Ascension running you down is so damn high.
Yeah, you're kind of pot committed if you ever jump. There's no getting away.
It feels like they're trying to kite out this Ascension and like the meta, and they just never can.
Doesn't help that they don't have like a point and click stun to like punish the Night Stalker. He's just always kind of in their face.
Yeah, their lockdown for him is pretty bad. If they'll land like Ramble chains into something else, but the problem is 9-class has just been jumping them first. It's not giving you good opportunity. And even if you do land that, the Oracle can bail him out. Too many problems to deal with in the fight. Now you have an Aegis on a Terrorblade. That is going to make things worse. You do finish up Satanic on the Gyro. That's a little ability to stand your ground in the fight.
Yeah, he can. Seems like everyone else, that's the real problem. You can't really do it alone.
Dire
You
are
need
scanning.
BKB on this Magnus, too.
Yeah, they
You cannot play this game anymore versus the Storm Orchid, the Night Stalker Silence. You're just never going to get a good combination.
Illusion.
think he regrets the Force Staff and Ghost Scepter.
I think Force Staff's fine.
Ghost Scepter, though.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with the Ghost because it feels good in the short term, but I don't think Ghost can win you this game. Whereas getting the BKB maybe you can all in this TV or Storms.
Call is trying to get tricky with it. Blink aggressive Fortune's End. Daedalus and Scotty next item for the Terrorblade. I'm telling you, man, there seems to be a lot of Scotties being queued up.
It's definitely a way stronger scaling item now, so you're not afraid to buy it.
At this rate, Talon are just kind of all in on letting PARIVISION push into them and wait for RP Skewer back in, wait for the gyrocopter just to get bigger and bigger with Empower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It does leave them in like a 4 protect 1 scenario where all of their damage is just going to be the gyrocopter. They're definitely not getting any scale out of the Magnus. And probably not much out of the Ember either. Managed to get an RP Skewer back onto DM.
Got him.
So
No
pick
save.
off on the Darkseer. 23 Savage taking the fight against Titanic and is actually winning, and Thunder's going to be used
That was
early
not a good
here.
Thunder.
No, it wasn't. If he was to die here, he would come back in melee form. Cuckoo, meanwhile, gets torn apart by no one. No one's going into the back lines.
Out of mana now in the Storm. Can WS make something happen here?
Yeah, he tried to chase after no one. Still has 23 Savage trying to join him here. They got to get out if they're PARIVISION. Satanic? He's going to slow him down with a Reflection. Orchid, that'll stop Magnus. He was trying to get the Skewer back in. Plenty of mana left, but he's not going to get a chance to use it. The Terrorize, it's too much for him.
That's Gem.
Big
Massive
pickup. Multiple hero kills, multiple core kills for Talon, and they take away the enemy Gem.
23 Savage showing up when they need him to. Just takes the man fight versus Satanic and absolutely decimates him. The flag hits were hitting the Oracle, so when you went for the Thunder save, it did almost nothing there. And then you have to bail on that fight.
Yeah, it seemed like PARIVISION panicked a little bit between the False Promise and the Thunder and everything.
Well, Ducalis
He has
blinked.
Aegis, too.
He blinked in to try and save the Darkseer, and he's just late. And then once that happens, your position is really compromised.
Right.
It is the power of Magnus. You can displace this fight, and it's very fast. That was well executed. They got the combination they've been looking for the whole game. That's a big one.
Scanning.
Just when you needed it. Now you have a
Makoto.
butterfly.
He doesn't have
Big, man.
doesn't have BKB right now. They're gonna try and catch him. Fortune's End, Silence. He's gonna be stuck here for a while. They might just have the damage for him. Rather easily, they do.
And he BKB'd anyway.
Even worse, BKB's at the end of it.
It probably doesn't matter, but
I mean,
Emotional
shouldn't
damage.
he have been able to instantly jump to his remnant that was out?
He had one out.
Yeah, he did. He has one in the river, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he just
How did he not get away?
misplayed it. The right clicks were too fast.
I'm over here.
Right clicks too powerful for you.
Radiant's middle tower.
And Satanic pops meta right in front of the enemy base. He wants to have a go.
Oh, this gyro is pretty strong when he gets in power. Like Butterfly Satanic, Serrated Shiv with extra lifesteal on it. Actually really strong right now if you can get some good spells to land between the control on the supports and the Magnus. You just don't have BKB to go for this Skewer play. He's going to do it anyway. He barely got it.
Night Class wasn't able to hit the Silence. No one's going to jump in after Satanic. Black Cannon shots are hitting everything right now. Not doing the most amount of damage. And no one just kind of hits the back line. Makes sure that Satanic can get out.
Yeah, not the most impressive DPS there. Getting split on everybody. But they do hold.
Yeah, those Black Cannon shots were... I don't know, man. He was hitting a lot of heroes, but none of them were taking damage.
If he can finish the Daedalus, it'll up this a lot.
Did he have Empower on him?
I think he did. I mean, Crimson Greaves on the Darkseer mitigates a decent amount here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You just need the BKB on the mag. And WS is very close. Might get it here during this brief downtime. 23 Savage holding this game on for the team right now. Top net worth in the game. Austin, do you believe?
I still don't.
Are you starting to believe?
No, not at all.
Austin, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
I don't think we're seeing the same thing at all.
I kind of feel like he's going to carry this game. I don't know why. I just do. In fact, I'll bet $50 out of Neil's wallet.
Radiant are
I don't think he has $50 left, if I'm honest.
He did not have a lot. I think he's down bad, to be fair.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I don't... Never mind.
What were you going to say there? You know what? You're probably better not saying it.
Yeah, it's probably better not.
Scotty is done for the Terrorblade. That's a little spooky.
Makoto silenced up. He's going to have to BKB out of it.
Was that worth getting that other wave? I don't think so. He really wants the Shiva so he can tank a bit more. But you did get your Magnus BKB. That's the important part here. So in theory, you have a guarantee BKB Blink Skewer RP play that will be False Promise saved.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Satanic's hitting it again. This kid is just relentless on the pressure. Got the skewer back. Once again, they run in after him, get a really good vacuum wall. This one might be the end of Makoto's. Makoto doesn't have the BKB. He's dancing around, and somehow no one wasn't able to finish him off. Smooth moves from Makoto. No one gets actually stunned up here. False Promise is going to have to be used. So Dakalis, the extra life has been blown.
What is Cuckoo doing? He's just killing himself on a... Okay. Well, they held again. Lost the range Drax.
That'll give 23 Savage enough time to get to Daedalus. So that's a pretty big power upgrade. Roshan.
Oh, really big. If you can get to level 25 as well, it'd be massive here.
If he gets Daedalus, do you think they could ever Rosh while it's daytime? Wait.
He
bought a Blink Dagger?
Wait, what? Oh, no, he bought it.
Oh, okay. He bought it and sold it? I guess he accidentally, like, quick buy bought it.
He's probably using the new settings, you know?
Yeah, those are a little disorienting. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I think Swift Blink is the right idea here, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You can blink on the Oracle and just force him to ult himself, and then guarantee this RP is good to go.
PARIVISION, are they expecting this? They have not moved to their side of the map in a good long while, and no one was caught totally by surprise.
Roche can spawn right now.
Yep, RP had to be used for that, but it does give them a big advantage to just go straight to the Roshan pit. It is not up yet. It won't be up for like 45 seconds.
Unlucky spawn for them.
Yeah.
That was a really nice move for a pickoff. Hard to get those when the map is so open like this. Surprised PARIVISION got caught. They're usually pretty good about being disciplined, particularly around these Roche timers. But they will not be rewarded.
Well, I guess with the gem they got earlier from
yeah, they have full
no one,
control.
it does mean that they can, yeah, clear out any vision that PARIVISION has left on their side of the map. Get some decent wards set up for this Roshan fight.
Maybe get 23 Savage to level 25 as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, a nice little flak cannon cooldown. It's going to be triangle. Try and get it here. Giving up a little control around the pit, but the spawn was not on your timing. And you get the level 25 here.
All right.
That's big. He has a Titanic monocle as well. Pretty nice neutral. This gyro. Are you starting to believe, Austin?
No.
Are you starting to see what I'm seeing?
No, I don't know what you see out of this.
I'm telling you, he's got to carry this game. I've felt it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I felt it. For some reason, it has been ordained.
Baiting at the power rune.
In fact, I think there's going to be a massive RP in this next fight into gyro cleaning up.
Brawny Outworld Staff for DM.
Oh,
Smoke is wrapping around. Jokum almost breaks it. Might be Cuckoo instead. They're on the low ground. They're wrapping all the way around. They're going to run into each other. They break. They see the supports on the low ground. So they jump to Jakiro. Satanic on the high ground, trying to throw some damage. 23 Savage. Awkward spot there. No one almost dying.
Yeah, this fight is mega split.
Roshan is going to finish off Cuckoo. That's the first death of the fight. Roshan claims first blood. Skewer back on a 9 class. That'll be a second kill. They also take out Jokum.
Buyback here.
Makoto jumping in, has to use BKB. Very dangerous spot. A lot of physical damage. Satanic. 23 Savage trying to chase after him. He gets kited backwards. He's not sure where he's going. The BKB, they hit him with the RP, but no one stepped away at the last second. 23 Savage, now no RP, no BKB. It's going to be hard for him to be able to fight this out. and no one's not going to let him escape. Gets the grab on him, pulls it back into the Scotty, and he's ripped apart by the Terror Blade.
Do you believe, Austin?
It was as far away from a big RP as you could possibly ask for. A one-man support RP. Avery just cursed the hell out of Talon.
I was talking about the next fight.
All the C fans can send all of your hate.
No, that was not on me.
SVG Dota.
Look, he got the NS twice. That's a dieback.
Well,
there is buyback available here.
PARIVISION's going to get the barracks once.
Buyback available for both cores. If they want to buy, you are on this Airblade and kill him with buys.
No one's trying to make sure that he can't get that initiation. Ice Bat does manage to lock down 2. Skewer puts them together, sure, but no stuns to follow it up. Meanwhile, 23 Savage, he TP's in. He's got a Satanic. He's got a Satanic. He's got to out-heal Satanic, but it's not going to be enough. He's overwhelmed by the damage. That is a dieback on the carry.
Do you believe now, Austin?
I still do not believe. Skewer back on 2. No damage to help it out. WS is limping back to the fountain, but Makoto won't make it there, and the illusions killed him. In the fountain.
Oh, he's gonna fountain farm.
Satanic is going to fountain farm them. He Sunders Cuckoo.
Oh, it's all falling
and WS
apart.
can't even skewer him back into the fountain on a buyback.
He wants another Thunder. Oh, he
got him! Ole! There we go. A buyback instantly used by Satanic. He will rush down mid to end this game.
Man, that Scotty did work in the man fight. It really did a lot.
Yeah, you went out did a lot. You cursing the ever-living hell out of
that. I don't think I had anything to do with that. I think that fight could have gone either way. We'll never know.
Mag has RP back up. Your only hope. Get Satanic into the fountain again and get a dieback on him. No one almost getting the dieback. Does manage to kill Makoto. WS throwing at half HP. He's got to go now, but no one's not going to let him. Good terrorize. They just call it GG.
Wasn't meant to be.
An RP.
Just wasn't meant to be here for Flipster Talon. They put up a good fight, drag it to a game 3, relatively close game 3. If they can win some clutch fights in that mid game and get an